I'm often asked what assertiveness training I would recommend. And so what I'm going to do is share with you a checklist so that you're prepared to choose the right course for you. Before I do that, I'd just like to share with you ideas about assertiveness, what it is. So there are three approaches really to life. You can take the aggressive approach where you blame, you intimidate, you criticize, you shout. Generally you take a forceful attitude towards other people and conflict and getting them to do what you want them to do and so on. Or you can take the passive approach where you walk away, you sulk, you placate, you say yes when you mean no. You do all those sorts of things where you avoid conflict, perhaps talk about people behind their back or get your own back secretly. That would be passive aggressive really. And then there's the third way, and that is being more assertive. And that's where you want to create win-win solutions. You take a more curious attitude towards other people, trying to understand where they're coming from, what their needs are. And you take responsibility for your part in creating situations. And you take a more mature approach, really, to other people, to relationships. And so in order to be able to do that, there are a lot of skill sets that are needed, often a lot of a change in mindset, because being assertive is not really the thing that we're most often brought up to be. If you can do this, why it's such an important skill is it helps you to create fabulous personal and working relationships. People enjoy working with you. They love being in a relationship with you when you're assertive rather than passive or aggressive. It can help to create your success, your personal success, your career success, and your business success. So what's that criteria list that I promised you at the beginning? Well, the first thing is thinking about, does the course that you're looking at actually meet your goals? What I mean by that is it helps you be assertive in the area you're particularly looking to develop assertiveness. So it may be sales, it may be managing, it may be as a parent, it may be in your personal romantic relationships. So just think about that. Does the content help you with that? The next thing is, does it help you change how you think of yourself as a person? So if you've been used to treating life as a bit like a bull in a china shop, being more aggressive, then you might think of yourself in that way, and it might be hard to take the assertive way. And the same with if you thought of yourself more as a passive, quiet person, it might be difficult to take on the assertive skill set. And so your course needs to help you change how you think about yourself so that you can use those skills more naturally. And that brings us to the third criteria, is does it help you change your mindset? And what I mean by that is sometimes we have limiting beliefs that keep us stuck in old ways, such as if I listen to people and I show I'm understanding, they'll walk all over me. And that will make it very hard to take the assertive way rather than, say, the aggressive way. On the other hand, if you think, well, if I speak up, if I challenge people, even curiously, I'm likely to get into trouble, then it will again make it hard for you to use the assertiveness toolbox. And so your training needs to help you change any of those limiting beliefs. And then it needs to give you the skills that you need to be assertive. Those might be negotiation skills, conflict management skills, dealing with difficult conversations, sales skills, depending on the context that you're trying to get skillful in. And then on the fifth level, the course needs to help you to actually know what to say and do. What are the actual practical things that can help you be more assertive? What do you say to people when they're angry? What do you say to people when they're raising objections? All those sorts of things. It needs to give you the practical skills and tools and practical experience, role playing and things like that, to help you get really familiar and comfortable with those skills. And then finally, it needs to give you the resources, a really good workbook that you can review the content and go back and keep practicing. But also think about one-to-one coaching to help you really get used to using the skills in a very natural way. And the great thing about one-to-one coaching is that have that opportunity to talk about your personal circumstances and issues that you are maybe a bit confidential to share in a workshop. So, one-to-one coaching, even from the very beginning with assertiveness training, can be a very useful tack to take. So thinking about, well, okay, so I've got the criteria, now where do I go and find such courses? Well, one source I can put you in touch with is a website called Success for Managers, and that for is FOR. So successformanagers.co.uk, and there you'll see a very useful list of workshops that will help you, whatever your context, to get the right skills and mindset to be assertive. The other resource I want to point you to is, especially if you lack confidence, is buildingselfconfidence.co.uk, and there you can find a form to fill in to book a one-to-one coaching discovery session, and that's a session where you and I can explore where you are right now with your assertiveness, how assertive you are, how confident you are with it, how skilled, and where you'd like to be, and what context you'd like to be assertive in. And then I can share with you how I can help you bridge that gap between the two and help you achieve your assertiveness goals and just make everything in your life work better, your career, your business, your personal relationships, your work-life balance. And so those two resources, successformanagers.co.uk and buildingselfconfidence.co.uk. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. And in the meantime, I wish you well on your assertiveness journey.